Today I'm going to tell you about a story a guy sent me about himself and his girlfriend. Jane moved in with me because her lease had expired, and she agreed to pay me half of the rent and split it with me. I agreed, blinded by love. My third year of medical school was every bit as difficult as the television shows would have you believe, with 12 to 15-hour days at the hospital 6 to 7 days a week. Jane didn't do housework, so I had to clean it. From mopping the floors to doing the dishes, Jane became sluggish and had inconsistent employment and hours, but she always paid her rent on time. She eventually obtained animals. She couldn't afford them and expected me to look after and pay for them. When her problems became too much for her, she would cut herself on her thighs. She refused to consult with a therapist or psychiatrist about her problem. She would always receive a higher dose of Adderall than she required in order to sell the remaining pills. I discovered she had an opiate problem that had progressed to a heroin problem. When the rent money stopped coming in, I asked her to leave. We battled until she had enough money to pay her late rent. Throughout it all, she refused to seek treatment for her addiction. I tried to assist her with her studies whenever possible and told her that chemistry isn't like other classes, where you can study the night before and get an A, but she never listened. Our most recent significant disagreement occurred following a discussion about our future. I informed her that I would not marry her because she was emotionally unstable. I asked her to pay the rent or leave a few weeks ago, and the relationship ended. When women tell men to man up, they are essentially projecting their problems onto a man's psyche. They secretly want to tell themselves to woman up, but it's easier to project their problems onto males. You should not feel bad about leaving that girl. Women like her, in my opinion, need to hit rock bottom before they realize how bad they are, because she is most likely a narcissist. She needs to be on welfare or homeless on the streets before she wakes up. When people with narcissistic personality disorders fail, they have no one else to blame but themselves, according to my psychotherapist friend, and they begin to look inwards to see the mistakes they've made. People who claim that women do not end up on the streets because society will not allow them to reach rock bottom claim that both men and women reach rock bottom. Another intriguing idea is to imagine if people could only live off their own earnings, with no inheritance or relying on others. Can you imagine the number of homeless women on the streets? You should feel sorry for her and save her like Captain Save. You were supposed to be her doctor in a white lab coat, and I'm sure she couldn't imagine you kicking her out like that. Many women who believe they have a man in their emotional clutches are surprised when he abandons them. They believe their manipulation abilities are exceptional. Don't forget to hit the like button to help spread the word about this video. Thank you for taking your daily dose of red pills, and remember that a red pill a day keeps bad poker hands away. So have a good rest of your day and cheers.